Today we are going to continue the topic light. Spherical mirrors are part of the sphere, isn't it? Now we are going to learn about the terms related to spherical mirrors. At first, center of curvature. It is the center of sphere from which the mirror is made. It is denoted by the letter C. Pole. It is the geometric center of the spherical mirror. Spherical mirror means you have to see only the half side of the sphere. And it is denoted by the letter P. Radius of curvature. It is the distance between the center of the sphere and the vertex. It is shown by the letter R. Do you know what is vertex? The vertex is the point of the mirror surface where the principal axis meets the mirror. We can also say it is pole. Principal axis. The line joining the pole of the mirror and the center of the curvature is called principal axis. So the whole line which passes through the convex mirror, it is said to be principal axis. Next one is focus. When a beam of light is incident on a spherical mirror, the reflected rays converge at a point or diverge at a point. For example, for concave mirror it converges and convex mirror it gets diverged. That point is said to be focus. It lies on the principal axis. We can say it is also as principal focus. It is denoted by the letter F. Next one, focal length. The distance between the pole and the principal focus is called focal length, and it is denoted by small f. There is a relation between the focal length of the spherical mirror and its radius of curvature. The focal length is half of the radius of curvature. That is radius of curvature divided by 2. Let's recall the terms again. The center of the sphere is called center of curvature. The center of spherical mirror is called pole. Distance between the center of the sphere and the vertex is called radius of curvature. The line which joins the pole of the mirror and center of curvature is called principal axis. The incident light reflects and meets at a point is called focus. Distance between pole and the principal focus is called focal length. For both mirrors it is given. Images formed by spherical mirrors. Actually, the images formed by spherical mirrors are of two types. One is real image and the other is virtual image. Real image can be formed on a screen, whereas virtual images cannot be formed on a screen. Image formed by convex mirror is always erect, virtual and diminished in size. Hence, images formed by these mirrors cannot be projected on a screen. Also, the characteristics of an image are determined by the location of the object. As the object gets closer to a concave mirror, the image gets larger until attaining approximately the size of the object when it reaches the center of curvature. As the object moves away, the image diminishes in size and gets gradually closer to the focus until it is reduced to a point at the focus when the object is at infinite distance. So when it is closer to the mirror, it is highly projected, and moves away, it gets diminished. Now let us see about the images formed by the convex mirror. Only two positions can be explained for convex mirror. One, the position of the object is at infinity, and the other, the position of the object between infinity and the pole. See the first image. The incident rays are coming from infinity and it gets reflected, but a virtual image is formed at focus. So the position of the image at focus and the size of the image is highly diminished, maybe point size. The nature of the image is virtual and erect. See the second one. The object is placed between infinity and pole. We get the position of the image between P and F. It is marked in red color. The size of the image is diminished. You can see here A and B is given, isn't it, in a black mark. That is the object, and the red mark is given, that is the image. Nature of the image is virtual and erect. Let us see the image for concave mirror. For concave mirror, 6 positions of the object can be explained. Let us see that. At first, the object is at infinity. The reflected rays meet at a point on principal axis, that is at focus. So the position of the object is at infinity, position of the image we get at focus. Image size is highly diminished as a point size, and nature of the image is real and inverted. The next case, the object beyond center of curvature. We get the position of image at the place between C and F. So in all real images, the object is given in black mark and image is given in red mark. From that you can identify. The image size is diminished and the nature of the image is real and inverted. The next one, the object is placed at C, that is center of curvature. You get the position of image also at C. The image size is same size as of the object. Nature of the image is real and inverted. The next one, object placed between C and F. You will get the position of image beyond C. Image size is magnified, that is bigger than the object, and nature of the image is real and inverted. The next one, object is placed at focus, that is F. You get the position of image at infinity. See here, it is not formed anywhere else, just goes on. Image size is highly magnified. Nature of the image is real and inverted. The next one, object between pole and focus. You'll get the image at behind the mirror. Image size is magnified and nature of the image is virtual and erect. Thank you.